Andrew, I'd say you feel you got what you deserved in the end, and it was your goal that got it.
Yeah, no, I think the point was definitely deserved. I think over the 90 minutes we might have just edged it. I think their keeper got man of the match. That sort of sums it up a little bit. We was disappointed to go 1-0 down because I think at that time we was just edging it. Disappointed to go 1 down, but it shows the spirit with the boys. We kept going, kept believing, and then obviously to nick the goal at the end is always, that's a sign of a good team when you can get late goals and you keep going and going. That's a real good sign, and it's a decent point in the end, and it'd be even better if we can win on Monday.
Must be pleasing that for large portions of the game we were in control. They took the lead by a special finish, of course, and it took a long time to get back in it. It's good mentality, it shows a good mentality that we're able to do that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we wanted to win today because we wanted to go back-to-back wins, which we really wanted to do. And I think we started with intent. I thought, this could be back-to-back. And then the disappointment of going a goal down, we had to make sure we stayed in the game. We've done that. We kept digging in. I said we've hit the bar. The keeper's made a couple of good saves, and it was coming. And then obviously the later it goes, you think, come on. And then obviously we kept going and going. And then obviously to pop up with the equaliser was great.
First competitive one for us, I think.
Yeah. It was nice to get in the box. To be fair, last few games of obviously I was mainly holding today because of the skip was injured. But before that, I was playing a little bit further forward, so I felt like one was coming. To be fair, I think obviously I'll play anywhere I play, but normally throughout my career, if I get in the box, I do always chip in with some goals. So it was great to see that go in. But at the same time, I don't mind playing the holding role as well. So it's nice to have that versatility, and I just wanted to keep driving the boys on and make sure we get something out of it. And fortunate for me, it was a great ball in from Joe, and to see it going was brilliant.
And speaking of Joe, alongside you, or just in front of you at times, it must be a delight to see somebody of Joe's calibre come in so young and yet out there. It looked like he'd been playing for years. Yeah,
no, he was full of enthusiasm. I was buzzing for Joe, and for me, to see young players come through, and he's made his league debut today, and I love seeing that. I was a young kid once, and having him in there today, he thrived on it. He's got plenty of energy, good quality, and he was unfortunate when he hit the bar. He probably should have played me in at the back stick. To be fair, I had a free header. I told him that as well. And then obviously he's got an assist from our goal. So great debut from Joe, buzzing for him, and he's got a good future if he keeps his feet on the ground, which he will, because he's a great kid.
Does that put more emphasis on players like yourselves who are a bit more senior to protect players like Joe when they're in there? Yeah,
I think if you speak to the young boys, I'm tight with all of them. It's something that I thrive on. I love working with young boys, and I just I think we've got so many of them, so many of a good talent, and I think if you steer them in the right direction and you give them the right, because I know what it's like as a young lad, you play 1 or 2 good games and you might get carried away a bit, but we don't have that here, and I think I love it. I love, like you said, guiding them, driving them on, keeping them going, and it was great to see.
Well done on the goal today.
Nice one, mate. Yeah, top man.
Yeah, with Joe, he did quite a bit of hard work, didn't he, before he crosses it into you. I mean, there's good composure there right at the end as you're chasing the game, basically.
Yeah, great feat at that stage of the game when you're wanting to desperately get the equaliser, to show that bit of composure where he's dragged it, he faked to shoot or cross, and he's dragged it and then he's played it in. Real at that, like I said, at that stage of the game with such a young head on his shoulders, to do that was great. And he had a real good 90 minutes, and that filled him with confidence, and he'll keep driving on.
Yeah, what's the key with young lads, do you think, to sort of building on that? Because obviously, as you say, it can be up and down, can't it, consistency wise, as they kind of acclimatised to first team football.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I've been there as a young boy. You play 2, 3, 4 good games, and you get carried away a little bit, and that's why there's players like me that will make sure they won't get carried away a bit. And I think you've seen that with, like say, Addy, Ez, all the young boys coming through. I think they've been pretty consistent, and that's good for a youngster. A youngster to be consistent is quite hard, because we know they got a lot of talent, a lot of ability, and if they can keep that, like I said, keep the level-headed, which they all are, and experienced boys like myself and the other experienced pros, as long as we can steer them in the right direction, make them learn, because they'll make mistakes. Old players make mistakes, but youngsters, when they make mistakes, it's harder to take sometimes, but they just got to react well and keep doing what they're doing.
With the young players coming through, how does it compare to other clubs you've been at, the kind of amount of youngsters that seem to come through and kind of do well?
Yeah, I said when I first signed, I was really impressed with the amount of youngsters that are real good players and could have real good careers. I've been lucky enough to play for Brighton and Norwich, with which I say similar size clubs to Charlton, and both of them have got good academies and stuff like that. And but I think it's the most I've probably seen at a club where you've got so many coming through, and that's obviously all credit to the club, and the infrastructure they got with the academy is first class. And to be fair to Brighton, their infrastructure is unbelievable as well, and obviously Norwich is a big club, so they're all similar clubs. But I think the majority of youngsters that have got higher quality and good chance of having big careers, I've not seen as many as I have at Charlton.
In terms of your goal, I guess you're not necessarily, I don't know if a goal bonus is normally in your contract or not, because it's maybe not always your game, is it? You play sometimes a bit deeper than that. But what does it mean to get off the mark and in front of a packed away following as well?
Yeah, they were buzzing as well. I think everyone knows how I play. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I'll give it everything I've got every time I go on the pitch. And to see them buzzing and going crazy at the end it's a real good buzz. Like I said, I've always chipped in with goals wherever I've been, and it's something that if I end up playing further forward, that I know I can do that. And like I said, with a holding role, I like doing that as well. So it's being versatile. It's learning different roles. It's something like I like and enjoy. But yeah, to get off that mark was great.
You've been the mainstay of the side, haven't you? Really, despite the managerial change and everything else, you've just carried on in there, and you've played so many minutes really this season as well.
Yeah, obviously I played every game, which has been great. Something I want to play every other game from now until the end of the season. I pride myself on high standards. Every day I'll work the right way, and I want to go on that pitch and win every time I'm out there. I want to win, and I want to take this club forward. It's one of the reasons I signed. I know it's. I want to get the club back on track. I want to be one of the players, I've always said it, that's part of a team that gets this club back on track and gets it climbing up the table and to push on to the next level. And hopefully we can do that.